Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Fano here, and in this CSGO video, I'm gonna share with you guys the top 5 cases in CSGO, aka the best 5 cases to open today. I took a look at all CSGO cases, and I basically ranked them based on a couple criteria, based on the price, based on the items that are inside of the case, as well as the rare special item, whether it be knives or gloves. And then I totaled that all up out of 30 and gave you guys a list. So we're gonna start things off with number 5 on the list. We got the glove case. For the price, I gave it a 6 out of 10. I think that's pretty reasonable. It is going up in price ever so slowly, currently going for around 69 cents. As for the items, I decided to give it a 7 out of 10. I mean, it has the Dragonfire Scout, it has, that's pretty much it. No, it has the Buzzkill, it has a couple other pinks that are decent, like the Mecha Industries FAMAS. The M4A1S Flashback is a pretty nice skin. A lot of people really like it, but overall, nothing too spectacular. The main star of this case is actually the rare special item, the gloves in it. I gave that a 10 out of 10. You could argue it's like a 9 out of 10 or 10, but I think these were the first gloves introduced into CSGO, and because they are the first, I think I give them some extra leeway, some extra leverage over some other rare special items, and especially since we haven't really seen gloves in a long time in CSGO. And even if we do see gloves, I doubt that these same gloves skins are going to be repeated in a future case, so I think they're really special and desirable. So I give it a 23 out of 30 for the glove case. Coming in at number 4, we have the Gamma case. For the price, I decided to give the Gamma case a 9 out of 10, considering it's only going for like 12 cents on the market. As far as the items are concerned, it has some really nice items in it. You know, the M4A4 Desolate Space. I really like the Mecha Industries. I think it's really nice. The Op Phobos is very popular, fan favorite. But the reason it's so low, the 6 out of 10 that I gave, is because if you take a look at the covert skins, you got a Mecha Industries that's barely going over $30 in factory new, and a Glock 18 Wasteland Rebel, which is also covert, going for not even $10 in the regular factory new conditions. So if you ask me, guys, I think that's really, really low for coverts. The prices are really low, and you know, when you have a pink that's doing better or more expensive than the reds in the case, that's not a really good sign in terms of the overall appeal and desirability of the skins in the case. But where this case really does shine is the rare special items in it. I gave the rare special items a 9 out of 10 because if you do land on one of the Gamma Dopplers, you will profit a lot. You will get a lot of money back, and if you get really lucky and end up getting a very nice Doppler or a nice lore CSGO knife skin, you will be swimming in the dough, and you could easily turn around the losses you get from the cheaper non-special skins in the case. Coming in at number 3, we have the Spectrum case. For the price, I decided to give it an 8 out of 10. It's currently going for around 27 cents. And in terms of the items, I decided to give it also an 8 out of 10. It has 2 really nice covert skins, the AK-47 Bloodsport and the USPS Neo Noir. As for the pinks in the case, it has a really nice M4A1S Decimator. The Op Fever Dream is also pretty nice. The Zhang Glue is also amazing. And overall, just great pinks, great reds, and the purples aren't too bad either. So that really just makes it a solid case in terms of the regular skins you can get. And then as for the knives, the reason I gave it a 9 out of 10 is because there is a chance you can get a really cool special skin on your butterfly knife. So the butterfly knife, Tiger Tooth, Damascus Steel, Doppler, Marble Fade, those are all really cool CSGO knives you can get. The butterfly, of course, and also, you know, a couple others like the Falchion, the Huntsman, Shadow Daggers, Bowie knives. You can get some pretty cool knives in here with some really nice finishes. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. And next up on our list, we got the Clutch case. For the Clutch case, I gave it a 9 out of 10 in terms of price. I think it's at a good price where you can just buy a bunch of them and you won't have to worry too much about your losses. The reds in the case are pretty solid. You know, you have an M4A4 Neo Noir, pretty nice, and then you also have a Bloodsport, which, you know, is the less desirable of the two, but still not too shabby. A USPS Cortex is really good, as well as the Op Mortis. Solid pinks right there. So I gave it a 7 out of 10, pretty decent. And then for the gloves, or for the rare special item, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because obviously it has gloves. Gloves are very desirable. They are more desirable than knives in my opinion in terms of like overall demand. I mean, I feel like knives have been out for so long that it's just not the same feeling as when you unbox gloves. I could be wrong. Gloves have been out for a while now, but only in a couple cases compared to the knives. Either way, that gives the Clutch case a 26 out of 30 in terms of our ranking system, our point system. So there you go. And now for the grand finale, we are going to take a look at the number 1 case that you should definitely be opening today. And that case is the Revolver case. Bet you didn't expect that. So the revolver case has a really good price. The revolver case is going for like 5 cents. Very cheap case. The items in the case, while at a first glance may not be the flashiest skins, the most desirable skins like a Royal Paladin, a Fade, R8 Revolver, an AK-47 Point Disarray, the Executioner, the Shapewood, you don't really see these skins as desirable, flashy skins, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if they are necessarily the most good looking or the most favorited skins, it matters the price. And if you take a look at their prices, you'll see that they are going for a lot of money, and especially the blues are going for a lot of money. If you take a look at like a Yorick, you know, if you take a look at the Imperial, if you take a look at the Crimson Web R8 Revolver, if you take a look at the Corinthian Desert Eagle, those skins are going for more than your typical blues in the case, meaning that you most likely will get a pretty good percentage of your money back as compared to some other case where you're definitely going to get peanuts for every blue. There are some pretty good chances here, like the purples can easily get your money back. Even some of the blues in StatTrak can also get your money back. So I gave this case in terms of items an 8 out of 10. And then for the knives are also pretty rare to get, pretty uncommon knives. I believe they are from I think they have the original knives in it. The original CSGO knives are in this case, so it's a win-win. If you get a Karambit, if you get an M9, if you get a Bayo, you are swimming in dough. You've made a lot of money, and you only spent 5 cents on this case. So all these things put together makes this case the best case currently that you should definitely be opening. But that's about all I had for this video, guys. So until next time, this is Fano, signing out.